Welcome to this short training video. Now, the question I get asked the most about using Masher sites is, what is the best niche for Masher sites? Well, guys, this really all depends. And let me tell you what I look for and what I recommend to our customers. The three best niches for any blog or news site is health, wealth, and relationships. If it fits in here, you're probably going to be very successful with picking a niche. Health could be anywhere from diet to exercise to cooking. Wealth could be make money online, investing, Forex. Relationships, it's love relationships, parenting, child caring. So think in terms of, does it fit into these niches? And these are the most popular niches out there. So with that said, you want to think in terms of retargeting. Retargeting is your friend in this case. In that, when they arrive on your site, if you have Google AdSense is going to show them ads from what they've been viewing in previous websites, what they've been looking at on Amazon, or possibly what they've been looking at on Facebook or YouTube. So the ads themselves on Google AdSense is going to follow the viewer. So the viewer is coming across from a social network or from just an organic search. That doesn't mean your ads have to match up, or you don't even have to know anything about your niche. Thankfully for RSSmasher, you can use RSS feeds or YouTube channels. So what my recommendation is find the most popular niche in something that you can find viral content. That's the most important thing, is find viral content, because the site is not for you. The site is for the viewer. And you're using viral content to pull them out of the social networks. So ask yourself this: is the content I publish capable of going viral on social networks? Now, I've helped some clients that we've built some sites for them, and their content will probably never go viral. But I've built some content for other clients, and their sites are probably likely going viral right now, because they're in the health, wealth, and relationship niches. And they have YouTube videos that have 100,000, 1 million plus views on them. So if you ever want to check out a niche, go to YouTube and see the type of views that you're getting on that particular niche. So just type it in, and I'll show you in this training on how to do that. Now, the second thing is the content easily found on YouTube and RSS feeds? In addition to YouTube channel, can you find RSS feeds? And is there a steady stream of new content published in this niche? So if you niche it way down to something very, very specific, you may not find a lot of content being distributed on a regular basis. So keep these questions in mind. This is how I think about a niche. I try to go broad on most of my niches, and I'll show you. The next step is, it all starts with a domain name or a name. So the question is the domain name catchy and easily remembered? That's the most important thing that I'm looking for in a niche or in a Masher site. Is I want a really good domain, because I'm going to plan on flipping this domain down the road. So that brings up the next bullet point. Is it a .com? If you plan on flipping the domain name, you need to buy a .com. They hold the value a lot longer. They're still probably the most popular TLD extension. You can buy other extensions, but you're not going to retain the value as you build out these sites. So the last bullet here is, can I get social names as well? Now, this is important when you're packaging not just the domain name, but you're packaging the entire structure with it. Is you have a Twitter with the same domain, you have a Facebook page with the same domain, and you have maybe a Tumblr that you can get the same domain name. And when people buy, they're not just buying the domain name, they're buying your brand, your website, your masher. So keep these in mind with the domain name. And we're going to go into what makes a great domain name and how I find them. So how do I find my domain names? Well, I've gone over this in a Geek Out session, and I've talked about it several times, is I don't like to spend a lot of money on my domain names because it's hit or miss on whether or not some of these are going to take off. Now, every day I get a spreadsheet from Gene Pimentel's Name Snagger service, and you can find it on the link that I'll give you at the end here. But basically, it's $5 a month, very, very cheap. He'll send you an email every single day. It will go to a list just like this. There's usually anywhere from 200 to 400 domain names every single day. Now, these are expired domain names. And like he says, all domains have a statistical value of $500 or more, many over $1,000. Now, where does he find this? Well, he's using Estibot and some other tools to calculate the value of these domain names. So when I first go into NameSnagger, what I'm going to do, I come to this cell and I type in Control F. I'm looking for videos. Okay, car dealership videos. That won't make a very good name. And let's look at the other ones. Nixon video, Nuke video. Nope. So I'm going to look for news. Recent business news. Now that's a pretty good one right there. I kind of like that. Let's look for, I always type in clips. Nothing there. How about lessons? Nothing there. And how about tips? Okay. Fat losing tips. Now that is probably not the best name, but it would fall into the health niche. So you could build something out with it. I'm just not all sold on it. So let's type in movies. This is the other genre that I really like. Now, this is a great name, best movies to rent. When people are searching online, this is a question that they ask on Google, best movies to rent. And if you can provide them trailers on movies, then they can go to one place and look for movie trailers, things that they would like to rent on Netflix or on Amazon. But you're going to catch them on your social networks. And Wayne and I both love movie sites. So we have screen teasers, teaser clips, trailer videos.club. I mean, I've got 4 or 5 others that are in development. So these are good niches for video view sites. And that's the other one I like is I like lessons. There's nothing in there. And maybe ideas. Okay, healthy dessert ideas. Now, guys, this is a great domain right here, healthy dessert ideas, for the health industry, for the health niche. You could build a really good video view site or even a recipe site as a news site. So these are just kind of, now, the other thing that I do is I will go through here and just kind of look for names that look good, like this one, Giggle Patch. I don't know what it would be, but you could brand this domain to be your own. Kind of funny. It's very catchy. It's something that you know people would remember. A Giggle Patch, a Gentle Hug. This would be a good one right there also. And I'll just kind of go through. So this is kind of what I do every day when I get the list. Now, I'm usually, once it hits my email, I'm going through it really quickly. Now, here's the next thing I do. Now, I've already looked at 300 and my limit, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to Estibot. And the level that I've got, I can do 500 domains a day. And I'm going to go into my bulk appraisal, paste those in, see if I can sneak those in. Okay, found 141 domains. Now, typically, I'll grab that entire list and toss them into Estibot. And I got I think the standard version where I can do 500 domains a day. And that's usually enough for anything I need to do with Snagger. So what I do is I sort by appraisal first. So I'm just going to go down this list looking at domains. And I'm also looking kind of at the SERP results and searches over here. Now, this is the cost per click, and this is monthly searches for Army retirees. So I'm just kind of going through here. See, General Hug, it has a pretty good, but it doesn't have a lot of searches. Here's a good ballerina costumes. That's a good domain, but what are you going to do with it? If you bring it into an auto blogger, you're just going to have videos about ballerina costumes. You could and there's some content in YouTube for it. Let's look down. Exercise bikes reviews. Now this initially would be a good domain, but exercise bikes reviews, people would type in exercise bike review as a singular. So I would skip that one. Okay, here's my best movies to rent. Now guys, this is a great domain for a video view site. You're just gonna put movie trailers on there. You can get movie trailers from Netflix, from Amazon Prime, from all the major production houses. You find them on YouTube, and they have a lot of views on them. So this is a Estabot value, 626, 720 views per month for this, and it's $2.90. And you can find it actually on Namecheap right now. So this would be definitely one that I would get. And let's just keep on going down. Okay, Goddess Costumes. It's got over 500, but it's 6,600, 45 cents. I don't know what I would do with French tutoring services. So golf ball speed, crop and style, cat hissing. You could make something of this, but I don't know how many videos you can get on cat hissing. But let me show you the other one. Now, this one doesn't have a lot of searches, but I like cooking sites. The reason is that people get on a cooking site and they'll watch the video all the way through. And typically they'll click on other videos. So time on site is high, which means that you have a higher likelihood of banner clicks. And this is very specialized in cooking. It's Cajun cooking. So you could have some personas that are Cajuns. And Cajuns like to look at other Cajun recipes. So this would be my second choice. If I had to buy two today, those would be the two that I would buy. I would buy Cajun Cooking School and Best Movies to Rent. I do this every day, and it's real easy to find them. So I would copy them, come up here to this, and copy selection. It's going to put it in Notepad. Now I'm going to come over here. Somebody's already re-registered or they've renewed it. So you're going to run into this. There's a lot of people that are using Namesnagger. So let's look at the other one here. Now, when you bring these up, you could also look at other domains that it found. Cajun Cooking School, $8.88. This might be a decent one for you to buy. Now, do you know anything about cooking? I don't know a lot about cooking, but the one thing I do know is I can find them on YouTube. And I would make a video view site. So I would just click add to cart and go in and purchase it. Now, once you've purchased it and you've added it to the Masher site, we're going to give you your name servers, and you'll just change the name server, and then you're done with Namecheap. And that's a great domain to have right there, CajunCookingSchool.com. Now, occasionally I'll click add to cart, take a sip of water, go look at Facebook, and then come back about 30 minutes later, and that site's already gone. Why is that? Because I think I've taught a lot of people really well on how to find good domains to autoblog to. So that's how I would do this. Now, here's my trick is when I go into YouTube is I know I've already looked at this YouTube channel. I'm going to bring up my YouTube channel, and I'm going to type that domain in there. And you don't even have to have the school on there, but let's look to see the first one. Okay. 6.2 million views 1 year ago. 1.6 million views. 2.4. And this is the original New Orleans Cajun Justin Wilson. and 19,000 views 9 years ago. Louisiana Cajun recipes. So you got a lot of content in there that is very popular. And I also, just as a side note, as I look at ads in here, and this is kind of unique right here, is what they're doing now is they're showing from Google Ads. So you can actually paste, when you're doing Google Ads, is you can actually send it over to YouTube. This is a great way because YouTube is a search engine. So 6.2, 717 views, that's only 3 months ago. There's a lot of content that you can do something with. So anyway, I would buy this and build it into a master site. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is the first step that you're going to do, or what's the first site I should build? Build a video view site. They're a lot easier to build because you're using YouTube. Go ahead and apply for your Google AdSense. After you have about, I like to have 30 videos in there, and then I'll apply for AdSense. Now, let's look at a video view site so you know what we're talking about. And let me bring up a couple more so you can kind of see, we play the whole gamut in there. Okay, here's some other video view sites that I built. Money Lessons for Kids. This is another great domain name that I got from Snagger. Now, I would not have ever expected that to be a really popular domain, but here's what I did. I went into YouTube and I just searched for YouTube. And this is for blogger moms. So my social personas will be Money Lessons for Kids. And here's some great videos right there. 1.6 million, 62,000. That came out just 2 months ago. This is how to teach your kids about money. A lot of parents, they want to teach their kids the right way to manage money. And this actually falls under two of the major niche categories, under wealth and relationships. So it's going to be real easy to find content. There's some ads up here, so I know that this is a very popular keyword there. So I went ahead and built this out. And you can see I've got a lot of content coming in every single day. Teaser clips. This is another one. This is one of our movie sites. You know, very similar to screen teasers. Now, this is something I didn't know anything about, manicures, but I found a great name on Snagger called Manicure Videos. So I pulled that down. I had a lot of searches on it, and it had a high value. So I'm building out a manicure videos. And I get a lot of really unique videos coming across. So I'm going to have several social personas, minions, that will post these on different sites every day. Here's one of my cooking recipes. This is authentic Indian food. If you like Indian food, this should make you hungry just seeing these. And again, I have RSSmasher delivering content on a regular basis. And baby health news. It covers health and relationships, parenting relationships. So when you have a chance to cross over on two niches between health, wealth, and relationships, you're going to have a lot more interest level when you go to the social sites. So here's one that I top cruise destinations. You know, this is a great travel domain. Found it for $8.88 on Namecheap after seeing it on Snagger. So that's the way that I find domains. Then I go into Placeit, and on Placeit, I build some really neat all these logos were built using Placeit.net. It's very quick, very easy to use. I love this video, the logo. And you can see, I've made some really nice logos. I haven't paid a dime for any professional logo maker to make them. In fact, this was actually still made on Placeit. And Wayne made this one on Placeit, doing a logo. Okay? So it's real easy to set these up. I would recommend find you a good domain and start with a video view site. And make sure it's in the health, wealth, and relationships. Okay, here's the links that we mentioned was Snagger, Estabot, Namecheap, and Placeit. Now, just to show you, I went through that entire list, and these, and this was for 12/14. These are the ones I really liked. Vegas this weekend. So you could have some, make it into a news site if you wanted, and make it current news about Vegas and travel to Vegas. Best movies. Love this one. Healthy dessert ideas. This would be a good video. Recent business news. I would make this a news site. I wouldn't make it into a video view site because this is idea for politics, sports, the COVID news. So these are 4 that I would buy myself. However, I've got a whole bunch of them ahead of them right now. So this is just my gift to you. If they're still available, grab them. I want to pass these tips along. Don't forget this, is add the domain to the marketplace for sale and use Placeit to create the fast professional logo. Now, what I mean by putting in the marketplace, Namecheap and Estabot both have a marketplace. And I drop these domains, and any of them that I'm buying is, I go into my dashboard, go to my marketplace, and so I buy some domains occasionally that I find on Snagger that I'm not going to build out. I'm just going to place them up to flip them. This is a brand name. This is Johnny Depp fans. I own this one. It's a great one for when Johnny Depp makes the next movie. This one will be snagged up. And I'm flexible enough in these domains that I have some room to work with them because I only paid $8 for them. Healthy weight loss program. This is a great one here. And I'm actually going to build out a Masher site. Now, when the Masher site is set up and completely built, I'm going to raise the price. So you'll see, like this one is top cruise destinations. I just built the site, so I went ahead and placed it at $2,400. If somebody wants to pay me $2,400, I'll sell it to them right now. And if they want, my question to them always is, would you, if they come in, they're going to see $2,400, and they'll usually make an offer. Would you take $900 for it? And is the website included? I said, no, the website is not included. The website is X. You know, it's $4,000 if you want the website, and you want all the social networks to go with it. So you're selling not just the domain, but you could sell the website, and you could sell them separately. So tips to live by. This is one I'm building out. This is going to be a great blog for me. And you can see my money lessons for kids. I've already got it listed here. And as it develops out and as I start getting traffic, I'll either take it down or I'll increase the price here. Great cooking tips. I love my cooking sites there. So anyway, Estabot has a marketplace. Namecheap also has a marketplace. Okay, to get to the domain marketplace in Namecheap, and you can actually buy domains here. Just go to domains and marketplace, and you can see prices on them. Now, I always like the .coms, so I will only look at .coms. I won't do any hyphens. And what I like to do is I'll look on closing today. And if there's any good ones in here, I may make an offer. I don't see anything right now. But you could tell a lot of these people either they know something we don't, but telecoms and that's not even .net. So some of these are way overpriced, and some of them are affordable. But again, you're not going to buy the only thing I would suggest buying is .coms. Lunch for Work, Residential Empire. So you can see there's some very expensive ones in here, and there's some premium domains in here also. Just keep this in mind is if you buy a domain and you're not going to use it for Masher, go ahead and place it into the marketplace. So that will help you. You'll sell them occasionally, and sometimes somebody will pop up there and make you a really decent offer for them. Okay, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to go over What's the best niche? And just a quick review, it's going to fit in the health, wealth, or relationships. Ask yourself this: is the content capable of going viral? And is the content easily found on YouTube and RSS feeds? And is there a steady stream of new content published in the niche? That's how you make a successful autoblog. And I will see you on the next videos.